Well, hello there and welcome back to DBP Pest Control. Now tonight I'm not far from home, about 5 or 6 miles, and I come down to one of my ratting permissions. The owners have said that they've seen quite a lot of rats running around during the day, so there must be quite a few around if they're seeing them during the day. Now today, you know, I've been raving on about my trusty R12 that I've had for 10 odd years. Well, it's finally started playing up. I've had to send off for a humour regulator. I'm pretty sure it's the regulator. I don't know if you may have noticed on my last video, those few rats that I shot at, they were falling a little bit short in a couple of the shots, and I was actually missing them. So when I looked at it, I did a chrono test on it and it was only chucking out 6 foot-pounds. So yeah, I've had to strip that down, but in the meantime I've gone and got myself a substitute. Now this is a 177, which is not something I usually use, but it's the Weihrauch HW100 Bullpup, or BP. It's a 14 shot mag, 200 bar fill, and as you can see I've put my DS35 on the top there. It's a lever action, fantastic trigger. So we'll see how we're going to get on with it. So I'm going to shut up now because matey's just fed the rats, or fed the livestock where the rats come out and lick it. So I'm just going to settle here quietly and see what happens. Well, I certainly didn't have to wait too long for that one. That was a good idea, putting some feed out. He said it would attract them, and he was dead right. Now I have seen another one which moved just before I was going to take a shot, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes here, and then I think I'll move through the gate into the compound and target a spot that another spot that he mentioned that might be a hot spot for rats. Well, that was an unexpectedly busy session on the rats there. 16 I believe in all, so apologies for lack of commentary, but I was on a bit of a roll, as you could see there. Now, I mentioned the R10 was a bit poorly, but it's back to its former glory now. I've now fitted the humour regulator and tested it, and it's probably, as expected, a bit more consistent than it was perhaps with the BSA regulator, which finally gave up the ghost after about 10 years of service. Now, if you're considering fitting a humour to an air rifle, something that took me by surprise, and it is in the blurb if you bother to read it. They don't attain their optimum performance until you've shot a few rounds. Now, when I chronoed this, as soon as I fitted the reg, it was shooting at about 7 foot-pounds, and I thought, oh God, I've done something wrong. So I took another shot and another shot, and slowly it crept up to around 11.5 foot-pounds, which is what I'm happy with. And I later read in the instructions that you've got to shoot it a number of times for the regulator to stabilise. So if you're thinking of fitting a humour, bear that in mind. All right, the first couple of shots won't be at optimum performance. Now, that said, I want to just talk about this beauty. Now, I haven't used this very much since buying it, and but enough to realise that it is a superb gun, I have to say. Weihrauch HW100 BP. As I said before, it's got a lovely, very simple, easy to load 14 shot mag. This particular rifle, although it was second hand, came with 2 mags. It's got a rear safety catch here, which is accessible from both sides. It will give you probably, I would estimate, I don't know, 70 to 80 shots, which is double what an Ultra SE will give you. It's got a lovely silky side lever action here, anti-double load feature, I believe. The trigger is fantastic, really nice. Now, I don't know if the previous owner adjusted it at all, but for me it's absolutely perfect. It's very quiet in operation, and it paired with the PARD DS for me is a really good combination. So have I found my most favourite go-to ratting setup? Actually, I think I probably have. Not a 177 user in the past to any large degree, but I have to say this little setup has changed my mind. That last shot that you saw there was a headshot at 36 meters, and I was really impressed with that from a 177. So yes, this will be coming out with me a lot more. All right, so that's enough from me, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Doug Boyce once again signing off for DBP Pest Control. We'll see you again soon, no doubt. Bye now.